I forgot every word that I was about to say, but it's normal for me. And we switch over to the podcast. There we go. Ooh. Transitions. Everyone likes transitions, yeah. We are back.
Back again.
I can hear myself in the background, it's annoying.
It's like little GD on your corner.
Oh, I don't like little GD. Do you know what I find annoying about this? I can be heard. I can't hear you. Oh, I can sort of hear you. It's very faint. Oh. Anyway, as always. Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast. It is Wednesday, the 25th of October. It is episode 161, and more importantly, it is our Halloween podcast. Yes, we are bang in the middle of Nights of Horror 3. I think I'm going to say this now. So far, it has gone. It's gone really well. We've had to reschedule a couple of things, but it's been going smooth. I think at the moment the only thing that's not really been going smooth is the podcast, that's normal. It's my little nightmare. As always, you have me, GD, and I am joined by Tattastic. How are you, mate?
I'm alright, you?
Yeah. Woman, I just want to do something because it's going to bug me if I don't do this. My camera is a little bit off. If I can get the right camera, I'm going to punch my phone in a minute. No, I think that's the best it's going to be. Okay, leave it. I'm just gonna move back a little bit. That's a good idea. There we are. Ignore that then. I'll just make sure I'll transfer that back to the normal one. There we go. So, anyway, like I said, it is we are bang in the middle of Nights of Horror. Both of us have still got our solo stuff to do.
Yeah.
But so far, mate, what have you? Which one have you enjoyed the most at the moment yourself?
I enjoyed Ryan's last night.
Oh, fucking yeah.
Like I said on the chat, if that was like, as soon as that baby made that noise, I would have like, no, that's enough for me. I hate kids.
I was just in the voice. I was there just to read some of the what's it called, because you know what Ryan's like when it comes to the multitasking side of things.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I was in voice for that. But I'm gonna go and punch my phone any second now. Now,
I tried to get in, but you didn't fall for it when I said that the candle light's rubbish. Like what about that thing that was in the room with you? I thought he might like spin round, but he just didn't react.
No, you didn't need to do that, mate. It's like when he was opening the safe and you just saw the hand coming from the side, thinking, "Oh shit! It's Baba Yaga. She's right behind us." And we turn around. Oh, there's no one there. I think the only part that I didn't find scary about it myself was so we had to do a restart, which you can see in the video that went up today. I know the camera keeps freezing. I'm sorry about this. We had to do a restart halfway through it because Ryan had lost the axe, which we needed to get through to the next part. And to a point that we ended up having to turn up the brightness so we could see if we can find the axe. We got a feeling it went through the door. That we needed to break with the axe to get through the door ourselves. Yeah. And of course, we ended up coming back. We ended up getting the axe. It was back on the table again. Smashed the door, and Baba Yaga was right in front of us. I think it's because we still had the brightness up enough. It was, oh look, Baba Yaga! But, I think the only thing I have a problem with that game is that it is a very dark game. As in, it's not the best when it comes to the brightness of it.
Yeah.
But then again, it could also, like I said, I think it was because of Ryan having it on 50% brightness.
Yeah.
Most of the time as well, which I've got a feeling his TV might have been bright enough. Doesn't mean that the stream was. But it was still a lot of fun, I would say myself. I enjoyed being part of that one. Um, but myself, I really enjoyed Jackbox Party Pack 4 myself.
Yeah, I enjoyed our night on that.
Yeah. For something that was all I'm saying is Monster Seeking Monster is one of the weirdest games that Jackbox has ever brought out.
Yeah.
I when I first heard about it, where they said, "Oh yeah, you've got to text each other," I was thinking, "Oh shoot! So we've got to do all the writing for this.
Yeah.
How is this going to work? I can already see this going really, really bad."
hmm
But you know what? I think it worked really well.
I think with a time frame, it gives you loads. It's quite difficult to like to. I know you're meant to. I think by the last game, I just picked one person, and like each round to message rather than trying to talk to like
Yeah,
more than one person. So I might have ignored the messages of people because I wanted to.
like me.
I just opened the first one and thought I'll talk to you next round. Open the next one, I'll talk to you. Like I thought, you didn't really have time to. Well, I was typing daft message anyway, but you didn't even really have time to write long messages and then
Yeah.
jump back and pick another one and write a long message. And it was on my time over, so I was like, I'd rather just have a random.
What like Ryan was trying to do every time. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's not just that. I think because we didn't just end up playing Monster Seeker Monster, which was our main focus of the night anyway.
Yeah.
We ended up also playing another game, which is basically bringing out the darker side of us, and it survived the internet.
Yeah, that was funny. That.
Which I definitely want to play again. I think if we've got the free spot on Friday, I might do another Jackbox Party Pack 4 on that night. But not for Nights of Horror, just for
Yeah.
what's it called? Which, by the way, you can catch all what we've done on Nights of Horror, apart from I think it's a couple of nights. You can find on our YouTube channel right now, youtube.com/Crave Your Games. Like I said, we've had Friday the 13th, which is on there. Alien Isolation, which is on there. I did an hour of that. Watch me get angry at another door again. Jackbox Party Pack and what's it called? Ryan's Don't Knock Twice. Ones that we've got coming up as well. We've got Tattastic's VR Nightmare. Kev's The Evil Within 2. We've got Jackbox Party Pack 3 on Sunday. We're mainly going to be focusing on Trivia Murder Party with that one. I'm really looking forward to that myself. Then we've got mine on Monday, which is Outlast 2. And then we're going to finish everything off with Dead by Daylight. I thought, like I said, I would rather have a multiplayer game at the end of it all. Just because that's what's best for us. And I think Doc is planning to do something recorded that we are going to be getting out as soon as we possibly can for him as well. So keep an eye out for that. Either if he's going to do it as a special bonus night again, or what. But I want to try and get Heavenlies, and I'm not sure if I can get Cadges now because I think both of them didn't have their VOD set.
Yeah.
Which is it is disappointing, but these things happen. It's still 2 brilliant nights. I really did enjoy the Resident Evil 7 with those two. And I unfortunately missed most of Resident Evil Revelations 2 because I was unfortunately not here at the time. But I've been told that was really good as well. I wouldn't mind seeing them go a little bit further with that. I think they did the first chapter of that. So, yeah. Anyway, apart from Nights of Horror, mate, what have you been playing this week?
Not a lot.
Really?
Been a busy time. I've had a few reviews to do and stuff every night, so spent a lot of time writing.
Oh, righty.
Done a little bit. Done daily stuff and like weekly stuff on Destiny.
Yeah.
Over the last 2 nights. Obviously Monday night I got motion sick tonight, so
yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it explains why we had to reschedule it to
I've never,
Thursday.
I've never understood why the game had every single control inverted.
Don't look at me. I'm not the controller of the game, mate.
And it's when when I couldn't get it to line up to my body, and I stopped the stream where I was trying to figure out how I could because when I first started up, I could see the headless person in a wheelchair, which is where you're meant to be.
That's broken.
Yeah, so I went in settings there, thinking there must be an option to recenter it to put you in line with the wheelchair. So I went on to settings, and it was only English. There was only language, and that was it. So I thought it's not going to really. There was no way to change the control scheme. It was 100% inverted. It was down to go forward to go backwards.
She wasn't holding the controller upside down.
No, left to go right. Right, yeah. I suppose I could have just switched the controller.
For some weird reason, I'm pressing the up button. It's just making me touch things. What's going on here?
Making me reverse.
1 minute. I'm gonna go forward. Wait a minute. Now I'm. Why is the triangle doing reverse?
I don't. It was very
Yeah, well, the thing is, like I said, it's one of those things that we learn from. In future, I would advise just have a little bit of a go just beforehand. I think that's been the cause with most of our problems, isn't it? It's
yeah, I didn't want to have a go because there could have been the best jump scare in the game at the very beginning, and if I've done that, I don't know what's coming, and then the rest of the game's a bit rubbish. It was oh.
Yeah, but I'd rather it work than you not be scared of something. That's my way of looking at it. It's like, what's it called? I think Kev's was actually planned on Sunday the 15th, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's been moved all the way to this Saturday. Which I don't mind. Yeah, I think it was more, I would have preferred it to be the 15th because of it being The Evil Within 2, because of it being a new game as well.
Yeah.
But the main reason with that one was...
That was down to download issues, wasn't it?
That was a download error, yeah, which ended up having him to have to re-download it again, which is, like I said, this is the point of us having so many nights anyway, is for us to, if there is any problems, we can say, don't worry about it, we'll just move it to a different night.
Yeah.
But it still went really well. Like I said, so far it's gone really well. I like the idea of how we've done it, and I'm more surprised that even though we've still got 6 days left of this, for us starting this on the 13th and it's going up to the 31st, this has actually gone a lot smoother than I was expecting it to go.
Yeah.
Which I do want to thank everyone so far who is and so far going to be doing Nights of Horror this year. It's been a great year especially compared to the last 2 years as well. Even though last year was trying to get everything together as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And the first year was our first year of doing it anyway. So it's so I'm definitely looking forward to see what we can do for the fourth one ourselves. Which of course we're going to be doing a fourth one. This is one of our annual things we do now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll be doing it as many days as... I think the only reason we did it up to the 13th was the fact that it was Friday the 13th.
It was Friday,
yeah. But if anything, it's made me think maybe do a week, maybe 2 weeks of it.
Yeah.
It depends on when Halloween is next year. When is Halloween next year?
I couldn't even tell you what day it's on this year.
Tuesday. I really should have clicked that. Everything's not that stable as it is. Let's have a look. So October 18th. It's a Wednesday.
A Wednesday.
Oh my god! It's moved 1 day. What is it? Is 1 minute? I need to check something then. No, it's not. I thought it was a leap year. Okay. Yeah. So it's a Wednesday. Oh, it's a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, podcast.
It's a podcast. We'll be doing a Halloween podcast.
Halloween
sweet. That's going to be interesting. So anyway, yeah. Anything else you've played, mate? You want to talk about? You mentioned Destiny, didn't you?
Yeah, only the weekly. I've only done the weekly reset stuff.
Well, Destiny 2 is now available on PC.
Yeah.
Now, personally yourself, do you know anyone who's been waiting for the PC version?
No, but it looks nice on PC.
It looks. That's the thing, though. It's like any game that you have on PC. It does look nice, but it's if you've got the right, good enough PC to run it.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention anything about what has been done with the PC version. I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but they have. I'm not going to say what they say or anything, but PC gamers have already got their hands on all the data mined it, and found all the audio recordings for the DLC, and have been leaking spoilers about what's been said in the audio files. Yeah.
Look, PC players. This is the reason why you guys don't get nice things, is because you've got people out there that spoil it for the rest of us.
It came out yesterday, didn't it? The 24th.
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Banned 400 players today for cheating.
Oh.
It's like, Jesus, it's just like...
Oh my God! We've had it now for nearly 2 months, and we have not had this major problem, and it comes out on PC. No. You've now data mined this, you've leaked our DLC stuff, and we've already banned 400 people. Well done.
Yeah, and then the morning have just decided that they weren't going to release the next game on PC. Why? Why PC games getting the bad rap? Because you do this shit.
Yeah. The thing is, you don't see us on console doing that kind of shit. That's why console gets these games. It's because we can't. Or we can, but we choose not to because it's too much work.
Yeah.
We're not stupid. We know that. It's like what's it called? Understand, game developers will stop games from going somewhere. It's like, for example, Dead or Alive Extreme. I know, Extreme 3. That's a weird example to go to. But because of America complaining so much about these games, like Dead or Alive, I think, yeah, it's too sexual thing. They stopped the game from coming out of Japan.
Yeah.
And we're here, UK, just sat here thinking, wait a minute, we didn't complain about this. Why are we getting punished for what they did? So just because we want to ban it, I think, moral of the story is, I want Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
Just buy the
No, I don't give a damn.
Buy the Hong Kong version off eBay for about 30 quid.
I'm lazy, mate. No.
Yeah, another game I'd just like to give a shout out to, actually, which I did actually. I played some to review. Well, I played all of it to review.
Yeah.
I played it through it about 5 times.
Sure, what did you play?
There's a game came out. It's not out in Europe yet, I don't think. It might be now. I got it when it was only out in America.
If you give me the title, I can check, mate.
It's called The Invisible Hours.
The Invisible Hours?
Yeah. And it's classed as a game. But in my review, I said I don't really call it a game. It's like a interactive murder mystery.
It's on Steam now.
I know it's on Steam, but I don't think it's on PlayStation VR in Europe yet. It might be.
Yeah, it's been on Steam since 10th of October.
Yeah.
Tequila Works, okay.
Tequila Works, yeah. So it's sort of like it's like a VR murder mystery.
Oh, Tequila Works. I thought that name sounded very familiar. Sexy Brutale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they make brilliant games. Give them that.
And you sort of go in, find Nikola Tesla dead, but you've got to try and figure out who did it, but you're not one of the characters in the game.
Yeah, there's 7 suspects.
Yeah, you're like a fly on the wall, and you can move anywhere around the mansion. But the reason you need to play it multiple times is, as the game's playing out, you might be following one person, but there might be someone somewhere else in the mansion doing something else. So you need to go and play it again and go to that part of the mansion to see what they're doing. So I've played through it about 5 times, and I reckon I've still got stuff I need to find and look at to fully get the full answer.
I'm going with Thomas Jefferson.
So I'll give it
he's in the game.
So yeah, I think it's not really a game, but it's so well put together. Like, everything's choreographed well. everything's done well to make it. It's
Well,
like being in Agatha Christie TV program, but like a fly on the wall and that, and looking around everywhere.
it was a lot of fun, actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They say this is not a movie, this is a piece of immersive theatre with many tangled threads.
Yeah, it was really. So I'd recommend giving it a look.
The thing is, that Tequila works. Now, like I said, they've done Rhyme, they've done another game that seems very familiar to this, Sexy Brutale. The thing is, that is one of my favourite games that I did as a one-shot.
I've still not tried it. I watched your one shot and it made me buy it.
Yeah.
But I haven't even started
I
it.
do. The thing is, it's a game that I've actually fully completed as well, which is now actually reminding me of Tequila Works. I'm thinking of putting that in my top 5. Sexy Brutale. It was, but like I said, they are for a company that I've not heard of before. This year. They've really made quite a few good games, and by the looks of things, this Invisible Hours is another game that is, okay, it's VR exclusive, but it still seems really good.
I mentioned that in the review. I said it could have worked so well outside of VR, but I understand why they've chosen to do it in VR.
You never know; they might change their mind. It might be just another flick of the switch, saying, right, if you want to control it, just use your right analog stick. But like I said, like you said, that you've played it on PSVR. We're not 100% sure if it's out here in the UK yet on VR. PSVR, but it is available on Vive at the moment through the Steam
It was meant
shop.
to come out at the same time as the American one on PlayStation Store, but the announced that it got delayed. But I don't know whether it was just like for a week or something. It might already be out.
So, quick question. Now I'm looking at the price of the game. It's £30. Would you say it's definitely worth that?
I would, because you're gonna have to, like I said, I've played through it. It takes about 90 minutes for one playthrough.
Right.
And I've done it 5 times so far, and I'm still finding new stuff. So I'm gonna have to go back and play it again to make sure I've not missed anything else from somewhere. There's so many different areas you need to explore, so many different things you need to see to fully understand. Like, you can play through the once and maybe follow a few people and decide actually one of them did it, but just because you see one putting poison in the whiskey, he was shot, so it doesn't mean the one who poisoned the whiskey is the one who shot him.
Yeah, it could be
and
that they could attempted doesn't mean that they did.
Yeah.
Which it's making me think of the thing is I like those kind of games. I really do. I think another example of it was the Sherlock Holmes games.
Yeah.
And isn't there an Agatha Christie one, ABCs of Murder or something like that? The thing is, I think those games really work so well on as a game itself.
Yeah.
Just as a single player, of course, but something that you can just relax to get into, just sit down and lay back and just play along as you go along. And it's nice to see those games are getting more and more popular as well. I think another game which is getting getting remastered, which you could say is in the same boat. I think it's coming out in November. LA Noire.
Yeah.
Which is coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Not PC.
And Switch.
And Switch, sorry. Yeah. And also it's coming out on VR as well.
Yeah, it's not the full thing, though. It's like VR cases, basically.
Yeah, but still, it's something that they're trying to do, yeah.
This is what I'm liking. Like it was like when we first started talking about VR. I did in my head, even though I backed the PlayStation 1 straight away. I thought it's going to be a gimmick, but everything seems to be like trying to do something with it now. Like you said, it's not the full game at LA Noire, but at least they've put time into thinking, well, let's give the people who use VR something to play as well, like something extra as well.
Yeah. I've just read the story about the Destiny 2 bans were handed to PC players who were using tools that pose a threat to the shared ecosystem. By the way, that just came out on the. But yeah, so like I said, the Invisible Hour is a VR exclusive. It's on PSVR. Doesn't mean that it's available yet in Europe. But it is available on Vive now through Steam. and it's about 30 quid. And if you enjoy those kind of games, if you enjoy anything from Tequila Works, by all means, this is another great game that they've made this year. Like I said, they've done 3 games now. They've done Rhyme, they've done the Sexy Brutal, and now this one as well.
Which I've not played Rhyme, but
I've not played Rhyme, but everyone's been saying it's brilliant. Yeah,
good. It's positives from everything I've read. It's not like there's a random people saying no, it's rubbish.
Yeah,
it's very positive. What do you read about that?
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to go back onto Destiny 2 about one more thing that they did an announcement at TwitchCon this weekend about how it's going to be, how Destiny 2 is going to be working, especially its seasons. And they've talked about the next season itself. We're going to be having ice hockey, mate.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be bringing ice hockey to just as a temporary thing for the next season. Instead of the football, there it's going to be a puck, and the ground's going to be frozen.
All right, okay, yeah, like in the towers and stuff, yeah.
So I think that's what they're planning to be. They're going to be doing with this is that it's like I said, they're going to be treating it as seasons, and when we mean seasons, literal seasons. Which I'm looking at thinking, you know, that's actually quite entertaining. I do want to see that. It's winter. What are we going to do? Well, everything's frozen. Let's do ice hockey.
Yeah.
But also, each season, of course, is going to be bringing new weapons, new ships, new everything, bits and pieces. We've seen some of the new ghosts that are going to be in there. They look beautiful. Compared to... So, everyone knows what a ghost looks like on Destiny. It's usually like a little vector box type of thing. Well, they've completely redesigned it for this one. So, they're rounder. They've got... They're weird. I like they're nice. They look like snowballs. But yeah, they've also shown off some more ships, some more sparrows as well, and also a new emote that's going to be coming in, which is basically you can drop the mic.
My last 2 and more.
So what was that, mate? Give me a second. I think that it just froze.
You've come back now. You froze on mine, but you've come back now.
Yeah, I think you've come back on mine, but everything's not moving. Oh, there it is. Everything's moving again.
Yeah, I got got the exotic emote for eating the noodles and the one like the sharpshooter one. She's not giving me any emotes at all out of Bright Engrams, and the last 2 I've done over doing this reset. Like the weekly reset, she's given me them 2 or more. So I was like, oh.
Okay, fair enough. Now, the thing is, I'm looking forward to seeing when the season ends. The thing is, our clan is now max star level, haven't we?
Yeah, for the season,
For the season. So it feels like it's coming sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling we've still got another month of the season. I think it's not going to be resetting until at least December. Which is...
It'll probably reset when the ice hockey comes in.
Yeah, that's part of the reset. They've already said that's part of the next season. So, here we are. So yeah, there's a recap on seasons, and it looks like some cool new ships, ghost, and something called the Dawning Gear. Yeah. So, like I said, it was announced during a TwitchCon live stream. So, there's going to be a new event called the Dawning, which brings in some nice looking gear. Very blue and white. So they have gone down with the snowy theme to it.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Oh, they're going to be changing the whole scenery as well.
Yeah, I normally do like Halloween. I normally do make it the tower all Halloweeny and.
No, I mean it's all going to be snowy. Everything's going to be snowy for this season, which is nice. We've seen some of the ships. The ghosts look beautiful, and they just said they might drop. Oh, Yeah, so the start date for season 2 is still unknown at this time, but we're expecting it to arrive sometime in late November or early December. The reason I'm making the guess on that time frame is to allow PC players to catch up with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So when that arrived yesterday, so it'll be about a
Mm-hmm.
month and a half behind everyone else. So yeah, I completely understand, but I wonder how many console players are actually moving over to the PC themselves. Because you're common, there's going to be at least one or
There'll be
two.
some, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, it looks nice. At least we've been told of what is coming up. And I think with Destiny 2 itself, this one's been brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed it, but I'm starting to get a little bit bored of everything.
Yeah, I'm
Because
only really going on for the weekly resets.
same here. I ain't even gone on for this week's yet. Have we got an engram? Oh, what is the point? That's a good point. Even if we've got the clan engram stuff now, I'm too high a level to use them, which is annoying. So yeah, I think I only go on for the weekly, and even the raid starts to cause me to rage now. Um, it's just that I don't know. I think it brings pain of the whole with repeating ourselves over and over again and getting the same results, and it's just I'll help. I'm willing to help, but no.
Mm-hmm.
um, so I don't know. I think I'll be honest. I don't think we're going to be able to complete this raid that we're doing at the moment. I think the reason of it being so difficult is because it is supposed to be really difficult. That's simple enough. But yeah, so yeah, Destiny 2. I think that's enough talk about that anyway.
Yeah.
What have I been playing? Oh, WWE 2K18. I've been playing that. We did our predictions last week using it for the first time. It's going to get some getting used to myself. Because there is a few problems, I would say, where if we edited it out when we first put it out anyway, but we had to go back to stop a promo thing happening in the middle of it. There's no way of actually deleting that, or there's no way that I know of deleting that. The character story thing is okay. I feel like I like the old idea that we can run around backstage again, but
Yeah.
I feel like the character can be too slow when running around, and it feels I'm still repeating myself over and over again with most of the stuff in it, which is annoying for me. And now I would like to point out I'm still in NXT, which if people don't know what that is the developmental area of the game. But I still feel like it is getting a bit. The whole creator match thing is a little bit weak. I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but then again, you can only do so much with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think it's a brilliant game. I like the whole idea that there's more wrestlers in it. The actual wrestlers, a beautiful engine for this as well. It is fun to watch, which we do every time we're doing the predictions. And I do seem to go back and play it a little bit more as well. The actual creation for the championship and the characters are a lot easier as well. The only thing is, I'm just going to say this now, I did end up getting the deluxe edition, which also gives you the season pass with it. In the season pass, you get something called an accelerator. The point of that is that you can unlock everything. So that you can have everything available for you. But then again, that's what WWE's always had with their games, is that a lot of it has always been not behind a paywall, behind a wall that you've got an unlock progression scale in the game. The only reason I would have ended up getting the accelerator anyway, just for the fact of what we use it for. We use it for our predictions more than for me to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's an okay game. If you're a fan of WWE, it's definitely a game you should be picking up.
Yeah.
I ended up getting it on Xbox this time as well, and yeah, it's a WWE game, simple enough.
Yeah.
Not much difference there. It's just that it's nice if you said to someone, "Oh, it's a FIFA game." If you're a fan of FIFA, you're more likely going to pick up FIFA. If you're a fan of
Yeah.
football, sorry. It's like any. I always put it in the brand of the annual titles, which kind of makes sort of a sense that this is going to be annual, but you could do an update for this. But I understand
Yeah.
why you don't do an update for this. But yeah, it's okay. I would say it's okay. I think I've not really been playing that much else, to be honest, this week. I've been watching everyone else play. Apart from, of course, Jackbox Party Pack 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's what happens when we're doing these kind of things. Everyone else plays and we watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can't think of anything else that we can talk about with this. No.
No.
Anyway, let's talk about the two main stories of this week. So, I'm giving you a choice, mate. First or second story?
I would say let's go with first.
Go with the first story.
Yeah.
So the first story we are going to be talking about is EA.
EA.
So, I'm
EA.
I'm gonna
Shit on games.
fucking hell. EA. It's all in the wallet. Right. So I'm going to say this now. Everyone knows me. I am not a huge fan when it comes to Star Wars, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, was excited to see what Visceral was going to be making with their Star Wars game,
Yeah.
like a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, it seems that's never going to happen now, as EA has now shut down Visceral Games, another
Yeah.
company that has been killed by EA,
Mm-hmm.
and the work is going to be restarted on this game and moved
Yeah.
to a different studio.
Yeah.
And the main reason that they're restarting this work is because the game was too linear, first of all. And their market research, first of all, where are you doing this market research?
Yeah.
What's it called? Is saying that they're not interested in single player games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, EA is killing single player games that they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't. Why?
Because I think I don't agree with it. I think single player games are normally better than the online element in most cases.
I think most gamers don't agree with this. This has caused a huge
But
uproar what they've done.
I know, but there's still people out there who buy your likes of Star Wars Battlefront, which is mainly focused on multiplayer. They'll buy FIFA to play Ultimate Team against the friends, or it's just like you just.
They're mainly focusing on the people who I still say this, and it's been come out a couple of times. The people that they've looked at this is people like the Call of Duty fanboys and the FIFA fanboys and the Battlefront fans.
It's like Battlefield's probably more.
It's the people who would only go and play one game again. It's what we class sort of like casual gamers, but we don't even know they're not even casual gamers. I wouldn't count them as gamers. The thing is, with me, a gamer is someone who plays more than just one game.
Yeah.
Even casual gamers will play more than just one game. Okay, it's probably free to play games, but they would still try and play other games at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is where EA's been looking at this and been looking at, like you said, with Battlefront and Battlefield and Call of Duty, and even Halo could be a good example of this. Is where they've looked at it, and especially most games, they will say if how much of the actual single player they've progressed by.
Yeah.
Now, I can say this now. I have played games which have a more focus on the multiplayer aspect of it, where I have not completed the single player side of it. One of them being, example, GTA 5. I've still not
Yeah.
completed the single player story on that. Doesn't mean that I don't think there should be a single player story.
Yeah.
It's like Battlefront 2. It's going to have a single player story in there. Okay, it's a
Yeah,
5
but
to 9 hour story, but it's still there because that's what people want. And I thought they would have learnt from Titanfall as well. Where, what's
yeah.
it called? The people got angry with the original Titanfall was the reason because it was just multiplayer. There was no story there. And
Yeah.
they basically did really well. It did well for where it was because it was stuck
Yeah.
between Call of Duty and Battlefield 1, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Whose bright idea was it to put it out then?
But I also
The
feel
single
like
player helped it.
the chucking, like you said, their market research found people want online more than anything, and I think they're chucking a lot into this Anthem, and I reckon this is only going to be a game that's going to work online, and I still don't feel it's going to kill Destiny. I know a lot of people do, but
No,
to
it's
me,
not.
it's not going to. And I think that's what they're trying to do. Destiny is probably one of the biggest games played on console, for just online. And I think they want to beat that, but they're not going to beat it. I think Anthem's going to have a lot of promise, but it might be a lot of promise that
I
not
yeah,
that doesn't
I
happen.
I think Anthem is going to be a good game. I still think it's going to be a really good game, but it just depends on how they handle it.
Yeah,
Wait, who's doing Anthem again? Is it EA?
yeah, BioWare.
BioWare's doing it. Oh, great.
Hmm.
Alex, yeah, Mass Effect. Now I remember.
Hmm.
Mass Effect suffered because of this game. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I do have a feeling it's going to be focused online only again. Especially how EA has been treating things and looking at things at the moment. I'm surprised they haven't turned around and said, "Oh yeah, you know that single player that we're doing in Battlefront 2? Yeah, that's going." Turns out you guys want to play as Jar Jar Binks, according to our market research. You guys
I
can't stop
think
talking about Jar Jar Binks.
the,
It's not positive.
I think it's a risk because there's been this much hype and this much everyone wants to know what Visceral were doing with the Star Wars game. It looked like it was going to be gritty. It looked like it was going to be
Wait,
like an awesome single player game, and just to say actually no, we'll
no,
close that, reboot it,
we're
and look
making it more
also
like a service.
and yeah, and look like an online type thing. Like
Well, it's not just that.
I understand online gaming is popular now because a lot
Well,
of
we do
people,
it. We play
yeah,
online ourselves.
a lot of people don't go and sit with their friends for a match of FIFA now. They'd rather just it's easier to go online, be in your own house. Um, it just seems
I
like it's killing it. Like even yeah, I mean, you know, I've not been a huge fan of Assassin's Creed since yeah, since Unity.
yeah.
Well, since 3 actually, because Black Flag was good. 3 was forgettable. Black
Black
Flag,
Flag came on after 3, mate.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, 3 was
Yeah.
forgettable. I thought Black Flag is back on track,
And
and
then Unity came out.
then Unity came out. Which, again, it shows it doesn't work. What did they try and do with that? Oh, let's make it 4-player co-op.
Yeah, but
You fucked
that's
up your series like
yeah,
that.
that's weird because Ubisoft did that. Ubisoft, which
Yeah,
we have ragged on Ubisoft many times, but we rag on them in the form of we love their company. They've done
yeah.
so many brilliant games.
It didn't
Um,
work though.
yeah, I
Let's
know
be
that
honest.
one definitely didn't work, and that's why I'm looking forward to Origins, which
Like I
comes
said,
out
it put me off.
this
Put me
week,
off.
isn't it? It comes out
Yeah,
on Friday.
Friday. Put me off Syndicate because I had such a bad experience with
Which
Unity.
I do say is a brilliant game, Syndicate is.
But
It's just it puts so many people off because of what they did with Unity. Yeah.
all this rubbish and all this crap that's spouting from this, I thought I want a decent single player game. So I actually went and like I said, I was ragging on Assassin's Creed then, but I've actually went on Tuesday, yesterday. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
I actually went in and put a pre-order down on Assassin's Creed for Friday because I want a
Okay.
single player game. I want to play a game just to show in my like online's not all it wants to be. I
Well,
would still say some of the best games this year have all been single player.
I would, yeah. Do you know what? I can easily agree with you. Like I said, one of the games I mentioned earlier, Sexy Brutale. That's a single player game. Um, some of the other games, Cuphead, I've been playing it as a single player game.
Cuphead.
It's a couch co-op. It's couch co-op. It doesn't make it easier, by the way. I've found out it does not make the game easier, but it's a single player game at heart first.
Yeah.
And
it's one of those games that's I've never heard one single person say anything bad about it.
Yeah.
It's sold how many million copies now? To the point I think Microsoft might turn around and offer to buy the IP and buy the company, I reckon.
What of Cuphead? I won't be surprised. They could really make this into a huge franchise.
Like they did with Minecraft. Okay, they've let Minecraft go elsewhere because I don't think it would have been fair to them to buy Minecraft and it's actually PlayStation.
Yeah, let's do Minecraft 2. No.
Yeah, let's do Minecraft 2 and not give it to anybody else apart from Microsoft because that's such a money spinner. It would be stupid to do that.
Microsoft has done really well with Minecraft to a point that they've now looked and said, you know what? Let's bring everyone together. Come on, PlayStation. You know you want to. Oh, don't be shy. But yeah, they did brilliantly with what they did with Minecraft there. And even if they do try and get a hold of the Cuphead, or even the company itself and make
That's
it
what I mean. They'll buy the company and make it the IP there. Buy the company, keep it exclusive to Windows, and
But anyway, let's go back onto single player stuff. Yeah. But it's like, what's it called? It's like Rockstar and Bethesda have actually come out about all this. Of people saying, "Oh, single player dead." Single player is not dead.
No.
As long as companies like Bethesda and Rockstar are around, single player is so much alive. The thing is, Rockstar are clever, and he's seen what they did with GTA 5. The thing is they came out and talked about why there'd been no DLC, single player DLC for it, GTA 5. The reason is simple enough, is that they couldn't really do any better with what story was already there.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. The thing is, because they were developing it so it moved from the 360 and the PlayStation 3 over to the PS4 and the Xbox One. There was a lot of work that also caused a little Red Dead Redemption 2 to be pushed back a little bit as well, because it was working to get that ready for that, and then also for it to go onto PC. The thing is, you've got to remember, this game has been over 2 generations.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I'm not complaining what they did. Okay, they did a lot for the online stuff, but the story was such a great story. Anyway, like I said, I've not completed the story. But it's such a great story that you don't really need it, to be honest. And as another thing, Bethesda on their end, Skyrim, Fallout 4, Dishonored 2, Doom.
I know Doom had online, but
Doom had online, but it had a lot of single player on there as well.
Evil Within's getting massive.
Evil Within 2, yeah. The thing is, single player is still a brilliant thing. And I'm scared what EA are thinking. The thing is, I'm already sick of EA as it is, because since they've had the license for Star Wars, that's what they've been only focused on. It's always been, let's talk about Star Wars. I don't give a damn about Star Wars.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm only going to play this because my friends are playing this. I'm not going to play it because it's bloody Star Wars. The thing is, you could have named it something over. Oh, it's a generic sci-fi game. But I think, if anything, getting rid of this single-player game, which they've been working on since 2013, I think it is, maybe even longer than that. It's kind of disheartening. They even had what's it called? What's her name? Hennig. From Naughty Dog. She ended up moving over to work on this game. And it is kind of disheartening. As someone who helped with the Uncharted series, one of the most praised single-player games of our generation. And they're saying, the game is too story-based and linear. I'm thinking, yeah, that's the point of it. And it's not just that. I think it hurts more because this isn't the first game that had the gritty single player aspect to it that has been cancelled in this Star Wars
Yeah.
thing. 1313 is another one.
Mhm.
Which a lot of people was hoping to see something like that being built with whatever Visceral was making.
Yeah.
And I think, if anything, this is actually going to cause EA to suffer so much more.
Yeah.
Um, and I hope, I don't think it's going to happen, but do you think this is going to now affect Battlefront 2 sales of the game?
I'm not sure. There's so many Star Wars fans out there that just want to play this game.
But the thing is, so far, people have already been complaining about Star Wars Battlefront 2 from the beta that came out, where it is basically a pay-to-win mess at the moment.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, I remember hearing about that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was watching something where they was on about it, and they said that, look, if you ended up getting Darth Maul, that was pretty much it. The game was over.
Yeah.
A game shouldn't be working like that. Oh, you've
Definitely
got
not.
it's random number generator time. Which one did you get? Oh, it's Darth Maul. We're all doomed. Who's on the other team? Oh, it's Han Solo. Wow. What's he going to do? Shoot him? Oh, wait, no, he's not, because he's going to just use his bloody stick of evil. And he's going to knock that bullet back into Han Solo's face. But, yeah, it is heartbreaking. It'll be interesting to see how this goes with the story. But another bad thing about this is there's another studio that's been killed by EA.
Yeah. I think we missed one company out, which I've only just thought this because I was thinking about the best single player games like I've played this year.
Yeah.
And Capcom.
Okay.
Why Capcom around, there'll always be single player games. The only games I ever do online are the fighting ones.
Yeah, well, you got to look at the single player game list. There's like Resident Evil 7.
That's what I mean. That's what
brilliant game.
I'm thinking of. Yeah, one of the best games I've played this year, Resi 7, and it's what like Dead Rising is. As I mean, I've not played with them for a long, but they're single player.
4's okay, but it's still a good series. It's a good single player series of games.
A lot less strong games are single player.
The thing, it's not just that. Look at Nintendo as well. Actually, there is a lot of studios that still do single player games. Nintendo, PlayStation, of course. There's always going to be single player games that they make.
Yeah.
Horizon
is yeah.
I think the only studio that seems to be thinking, yeah, let's get rid of single player games is EA.
Yeah, and I think Activision will probably jump on that as well if it happens.
Oh, if make it multiplayer games only?
Yeah.
I don't. That's the thing. I think
I'll jump on let's concentrate on COD. Let's concentrate on
their way of looking at it is they're going to say, right, let's see what happens with EA first.
That's what I mean. I think if it really works for EA, they'll be the company that jump on it.
Their way of thinking is, right, this is either going to work two ways for us. One, we can go into multiplayer with them, or two, we can buy EA because they're going to crash if this happens. Which would be devastating for the gaming industry, first of all. I'd like to point that out. If EA does end up going down that route. But at the same time, I hate to say this, it couldn't happen to a better company. Which is annoying because they were doing so well at the beginning of this year again. And then they've done all this shit. Yeah. It's like they can't... It's like the Boris Johnson of gaming. It's like, oh, yeah, he's doing something. Oh, why did he have to open his mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, EA, see how you do with that. I'm not wishing you good luck because I think it's an absolute stupid idea that you're doing.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, the second story. NeoGAF is dying. Simple enough. So, it happened over this weekend that I'm just going on to NeoGAF. By the way, NeoGAF is back up, which I could actually go to NeoGAF. There we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is a perfect story for this. So, this was on Monday. NeoGAF reopens, users revolt.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot of users.
Yeah, so following a weekend of strife that led to a mass mod resignation and the forums going offline for days, a popular gaming community NeoGAF has reopened this on Monday evening, and it's an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much of the turmoil has been centered around an allegation of sexual misconduct against NeoGAF's owner, Tyler Evilor Malka, who, upon getting the site back online, issued a lengthy statement about the matter. His words have done little for many NeoGAF members. However, the site reopened at 10 p.m. and within minutes, users began spamming the forums with topics lambasting Malka and his statement, which begins with, "It's not true. The individual making the accusations isn't credible. The story doesn't reconcile logically with the facts, and there's plenty of evidence and witnesses to corroborate that."
Yeah.
In other words, I would step away from this, mate. I would have stepped away from NeoGAF if I was him.
This is what I mean. He's come out and he said all this, but no one, if no, like he might be innocent, but no guilty person's gonna come out and say, "Oh yeah, I did it."
No, of course not.
Especially because he probably makes a lot of money from NeoGAF.
Yeah.
It's a big website. It's got a lot of people use it.
Well, it's not just people.
So,
It's like I said. It's also people
developers
and
use
game
it.
journalists also use it as well.
Yeah, so I can't imagine he's gonna try. If he's done it and he's found guilty, then that's gone. This money maker he's got, and
Right, I'm just going to say this now. I'm using Kotaku to read this story.
yeah,
So this was from Monday.
yeah,
So there was a screen grab where all taken within minutes of the site coming back online. This was the top 10 minutes when it came back online.
yeah,
Waypoint inside the sexual misconduct allegations rocking NeoGAF's last 48 hours. Evil Law hates black people. See you, Space Cowboy. Don't ask. Despite all the crap going on, I still love this place as a gaming community. And the top one, good luck with your shitty forum, you coward.
So I mean, it's like a big. I mean, he might not have done it. He might be telling the truth, but
Even if he hadn't, it's one of those things you step away from.
you just step away from. Yeah, you wouldn't post anything. You would leave it shut down, get it all out of the way. If they say you're innocent, you can then put it back online and say, "Look,
The thing
I've
is,
been
even like
proven
that, I
innocent."
would still have it back online, but have someone else running it now.
Yeah,
The thing is, the thing is, until you have been proven innocent,
yeah.
it's a stupid system. I know it is,
Oh,
because
you're
the whole
guilty
system
until
is.
proven innocent.
That's the thing. It's weird because the actual way of doing it is you're innocent until proven guilty, but it's not. It's you're
No.
guilty until proven innocent nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially online.
Mhm.
And even if you are proven innocent, I'm gonna be honest, mate. Your reputation's been ruined.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's not making it any better.
No.
Yeah. Almost every thread on the site is referencing the allegation, and while attempts are being made to moderate, new threads are popping up faster than they can be closed down.
Yeah.
Twitter accounts designed to publicise new threads, for example, have been basically having people saying "nuke my account" over and over again. So people are making suicide accounts on this as well. Which
Yeah.
if people don't know what that is, it's simple enough. Is that they're making an account, basically badgering the moderators to kill their account.
Yeah.
Which is it's even threads that appear to be centered around video games are often anything but. Yeah. Oh wow. This is actually a lot worse than I thought it was going to be, mate.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I think the main thing about this is as well, a lot of his moderators have actually left NeoGAF. I think there's actually a group who are going to be making their own forums from this as well.
It's another Jeff Gertzman. Apart from Jeff Gertzman did nothing wrong. It's like he left GameSpot, opened Giant Bomb, and
oh, I remember that.
many,
yes.
How many of the popular users and reviews from GameSpot left GameSpot to go to Giant Bomb and work with him because he was the face of GameSpot. But the irony of this story is now, though, obviously he's come out and spoke about more, saying yes, it was the Kane and Lynch thing it did lose me my job, but the company that owned GameSpot and now bought out Giant Bomb, so he's now working for the state. I was like, you've sold what you've created to the people who sacked you. Like, they can sack you again, and you've got no right to that now.
Yeah, the thing is, it's. But in the end, he's made a lot of money from the company that sacked him. So.
And I don't think they'd sack him again, because if they did, they'd probably think same thing. It's going to cost us money because we're going to have to go and buy his other site because it gets more popular than ours.
Yeah, I think everyone knows of Giant Bomb. What's happening with GameSpot nowadays? Absolutely nothing.
It's still a big site. It still goes, but
yeah, it's not anywhere as big as it used to be. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, Giant Bomb.
It's not Giant Bomb. There's bigger sites out there. But I've got a feeling this is the death of NeoGAF. It's sad because it's left such a big hole in the gaming community as well.
Yeah.
But I'd rather see it die from this. I'd rather not see it die. I'm going to say this, but it'll be more than likely it'll die and something else will replace it anyway.
The one that the mods are probably the ones the mods are working on.
Yeah, the thing is, hopefully that will build up and it'll be just NeoGAF 2 technically without this.
Yeah, Geonaf.
Geonaf, yeah. we just talk about geography here. That's it. But yeah, it'll be interesting how this continues. But I would not be surprised if NeoGAF is dead by the end of the year. If anything, by the end of the month, which I like to point out is the 25th, the 6 days.
But I would like to say, Brash Games is still going.
That's a good point. Yeah, that is definitely a good point, and that's just it's still going, but the things can still be going doesn't mean that they all should be still going. It's like
I know.
It's like dragging a dead horse. That's a new saying I'm going to put in there now, that should be a saying.
It's like Arsene Wenger as Arsenal manager. It should have gone, but it's still going.
Do you know the only reason why he's still there? It's basically, it's a lot of people talking, he should really go. Oh, he won his FA Cup. Yeah, he can stay a bit longer. It's going to happen again, but this time it's going to be Europa. I'm surprised he's still there. I'm just saying that now. I know this is football talk here. Well, I'm surprised he's still there after not getting the Champions League position. So, another story I wanted to talk about before we do a quick run through. I want to talk about Humble Bundle. So Humble Bundle has been bought out by IGN.
Has it? Ooh.
Yeah. So the story broke last week that Humble Bundle has been bought out by IGN, by the company of the multimedia company of IGN. Now, this is when you go, ooh, I understand why you went to. Now, are you more worried of what's going to happen to Humble Bundle, or are you worried of what Humble Bundle is?
I'm more worried about, is it going to be a price hike in Humble? Like, is it still going to be so generous to charities, or is it going to be less in this company's pocket?
Well, I'm more worried about the whole thing, not that side of it. Humble Bundle, as much as we've known it as the charity games, let's put everything together type of thing that they do. You gotta remember also, Humble Bundle is also a publisher of games.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are worried, and I'm hoping that IGN really thinks this through. The games that they publish through Humble Bundle, they should never review.
Yeah, I see what I mean, yeah.
Which I think, now the thing is, this is where we got a problem. IGN, as much as we don't probably use it as much, especially with, what's his face? Greg Miller not being part of it anymore.
Yeah.
or he just shows up now and again.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, there's still a huge part of gaming journalism side of
Yeah.
things. And usually, when it comes to their reviews, a lot of people still do listen to them. If someone does say, "Right, we need to have a look at a review," most of the time they will go over to IGN to have a look at it.
Yeah.
But I think it's more, like I said, because of the Humble Bundle being a publisher. One of the biggest games they did was the Hat in Time. They published that.
Yeah.
Now the problem is, IGN ended up reviewing A Hat in Time, but the people that reviewed it didn't know about the actual buying out of it beforehand.
Yeah.
Which has caused the FCC to look into this.
Well, yeah, I know they're gonna think other looking favours on the games are now gonna be.
Well,
again, I don't want to take it to football, but look at when Sky B tried to take over Manchester United. It got stopped because they were saying they're gonna play their matches more and generate more revenue for their club than what they would for others. And that got was like a no, I can't do it.
Why everything seems to be going around football tonight?
I'm good at football analogies. That's right.
Yeah, so here's the story. I've got this from Polygon. So Humble Bundle, the charity supporting digital distribution service and game publisher, have been acquired by gaming and entertainment outlet IGN. The company's announced on, when was this? October the 13th, so it was Friday.
Yeah.
A week on Friday. Financial terms of the deal, which was first reported by Gamer Sultra, were not disclosed. We chose IGN because they really understand our vision, share our passion for games, and believe in our mission to promote awesome digital content while helping charity, said Jeff Rosen, CEO and co-founder of Humble Bundle, in a blog post. I can't think of a better partner than IGN to help Humble Bundle continue our quest.
Yeah.
Rosen and fellow co-founder John Graham started Humble Bundle in 2010.
Yeah.
And have launched the very first Humble Indie Bundle, a pay what you want package of Aquaria, Gish, Lugaru HD, Penumbra Overture, Samaros 2, and World of Go in May of that year.
Yeah.
While the game bundles have remained the company's bread and butter, Humble Bundle have since expanded its operation to include digital storefront, the Humble Store, which they've also got the monthly subscription service, and a game publishing business. Rosen said today that since the company's inception, it has raised more than $106 million for charity from over 10 million customers.
Yeah.
So Humble Bundle announced its game publishing initiative in February, and its slate of projects include the console versions for Gears for Breakfast platformer Hat in Time. Of course, IGN acquisition could present conflicts of interest, since IGN may want to produce editorial coverage of games that Humble Bundle is publishing.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I think IGN have had companies that do sell games beforehand. They had Straight to Drive or something like that in the past. So I do still see them running it quite well, and I don't think that they will damage what Humble Bundle do. The thing is, they know what they're doing. They know it's a smart idea.
It'll be a lot of negative press that isn't worth it to alter how it works, because they'll say, why have you changed it? It's worked well all this time with this little company. Like, why have it?
If anything, I think it would actually make it work even better. The thing is, now they'll have more traction of bigger games to join them. And the thing is, one thing I do want to see them do more often, which Humble Bundle had done a few times in the past, maybe bringing console Humble Bundles as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think they did a couple with PlayStation at one point. Why not have Xbox?
Yeah, they did a Capcom one on PlayStation, didn't they?
Yeah. Why not have Xbox also included into this? Or iOS. Why not have Apple? They do Android. Why not Apple as well?
Yeah.
So I could see them actually making it better. But like I said, I think my main concern is the publishing side of it.
Yeah.
Now, it can either go one of two ways, and I'm hoping it goes this way rather than the other way. Is that they do continue doing the publishing side of it, but they report on that this game's coming out. They'll break the news, which I'm happy with. Let them do that. In the end, that's business.
Yeah.
But like I said, they can't review the game.
Yeah.
Or any company that is associated with IGN can review the game.
Yeah.
It's just because it's a pain, and as much as they say, "Oh, we're not going to add it into Metacritic or stuff like that," that doesn't count. The thing is, you can't review the game. It's simple enough. Just let other people do it. The thing is, in the end, you have too much interest into this game now, of it being successful.
Definitely.
So,
that's why we're just talking about reviews. I want to talk about something that came up on. I heard a conversation about it online from Gamer Tag Radio, and they were talking about it. There's a independent reviewer, which they wouldn't name, and I've looked online and I can't really find it anywhere, who got sent a copy of Mario and Luigi.
Oh, Superstar Saga.
Yeah. And they got it sent early, and they've decided to rip it and leak it online as a download.
Oh, bugger. Why?
So now Nintendo found this out and found out it was this person, and they've
Now
said
they're punishing everybody.
they're going to be very stringent on who they give copies to. And even this Gamertag Radio is quite a big website, and in their thing they were saying even they don't know when their copy of like Super Mario Odyssey is going to turn up. They've said we're going to be very stringent, but we're going to also release it in tiers. So I think the likes of GameSpot and IGN and them will probably get it before release.
That's the thing. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll look at their influencers first before the journalists nowadays. The thing is, if you notice, a lot of companies now, they'll focus more on the what they class as influencers.
Yeah.
Compared to journalists. But then again, I think at the same time, when you say that, I think the first people that they'll send it out to will be the press, as in paper press, journalism side of things, like Edge or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Because, be honest, they always do get advanced copies for the fact that we've got to make sure it's out now. Because we get it when these guys get it, they can pull it out straight away. We've got to wait at least another month before we can do
till the next magazine comes out. Yeah. But I think so. They're going to be very more stringent on who they give it to. I think in a way, this person has screwed over a lot of independent websites.
Oh God, yeah, he's screwed over not just independent websites, but probably the whole industry a little bit here.
Yeah.
Especially with Nintendo. The thing is, Nintendo is they are.
But now I think it's going to get even worse because they've sent out. This popped in my mind because it popped up on my phone then as a headline in the news on my news app.
Yeah.
Some YouTuber has been sent Mario Odyssey early.
Yeah.
And he streamed it 3 weeks before it was meant to be streamed.
Why?
So, I mean, he streamed it before it's meant to be streamed.
Why did he stream it in the first place?
He's been given I think he's been given a 3-month ban on YouTube for it, but he streamed it already when they're not supposed to be streaming it. I think it's a lot of. I think the problem with, I mean, I'm very small, independent.
Well, we both are technically, yeah.
Yeah, and I think his problem is, I would never do it. I know you would never no one in Creative Game would ever do it.
It's like, what's it called? With me and Danganronpa V3, I had the game.
You worried, yeah.
I actually worried. I actually had to get in contact with my PR company and say, wait, look, can I put this up or can I not put this up? And I never got anything back. And in the end, it was all right, but which I ended up putting it up anyway because I thought, look, I'm looking around, everyone else has already done a lot more. It turned out that they said that, look, if you are putting something up, please just put spoiler with it.
Yeah.
But it's still in our position. If we've had games where we've had an embargo for these games, I've had a ton of games where I've had an embargo.
I've got one now, and I can't even say
Yeah, well, it's even when on the podcast, we've
anything
got to be
about it.
careful what we talk about.
Yeah. I've got one I'm currently playing, and I can't say.
But this is the thing, and this is looking into the industry itself, especially the YouTube side of things. It's basically people that do not have an understanding of how this actually works.
But I think some little independent sites will get this and think, you know what,
Excitement!
if I can get this out and leak it, like this guy's been streaming, who streamed my Odyssey, he's probably got a lot of viewers watching it because people are like, oh my god, look, he's the first one to do it. And I think they do it to try and...
They try and publicity, yeah.
Yeah, rather than put the hard work in, which Cravey Game does.
Yeah.
Which I'm
you
doing
do as well,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, rather than do that, they just want quick, instant hits. How do you do it? You break an embargo.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not worth it. The thing is, you're going to basically cause yourself to be blacklisted by publishers and PR companies through this. Now, this is people who do want to go into this side of the industry. Never do this kind of stuff. It's a dumb idea of doing this kind of stuff because the last thing you want to do is get blacklisted in anything on this. Because if you do want to go down this side of thing, it can ruin.
To me, that person who does it might think, you know what? It's only one company. That one company will blacklist me, but
it's one. No, it's not one company. You get blacklisted if you get. The thing is, companies do talk to each other. As much as we say, "Oh, look at EA," but we prefer Activision. Activision and EA are still good friends.
And I think it breaks on, like you said, it'll break on news sites that this idiot's done this. And then do you think any other company you're gonna?
It's not just company. Do you think any other journalism side of things would like? No, see what this guy did. No, fuck that. Yeah. I don't want that kind of stigma here.
Mhm.
But that is stupid. The thing is, it's. I don't know. Out of anyone, you don't do it to bloody Nintendo.
No.
The thing is, do you know how long and how much work it took YouTubers and game journalists to push them out as far as they are now?
Yeah.
And then you screw it up? The thing is, this is the thing. We mentioned this beforehand. A lot of companies that we do have problems with this kind of stuff, especially as YouTube, my side of it here, is that it is usually the Eastern companies, because they're not used to it as much as, say, Western side. They look at it and think, yeah, this is free publicity here.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's taken so long for us to get it built up to a good point where we are now, and it is just one idiot. It will take just one idiot to screw it over, and that's what annoys me the most, because these companies will not think, oh, it's just that one guy. They'll think, oh shit, no, this could happen again. We should stop. Let's go back.
Yeah.
It's like, what's it called? Having a little rabbit try and feed from your hand. And then someone a little child comes screaming across the field and scares the fucking rabbit. The rabbit's Nintendo, by the way.
It's funny. It's just...
And the rabbit is the idiot that ended up leaking. Anyway, let's do a few quick stories, mate, and then we'll do the usual bits and pieces. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds Xbox One version will have a physical release.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so it may be digital live game first and foremost, but it doesn't mean you won't be seeing it in store shelves.
Yeah.
There hasn't been given a release date, of course, because, come on, we don't even know when it's coming out digitally at the moment. I'll just click that. Why didn't it open it up? Yeah. So this is especially true for Battlegrounds Xbox One version, which is due to hit Xbox preview later this year. Okay. A box version of the game wasn't something developer Bluehole ever talked about before, but it looks like it may be a reality someday. They were speaking to IGN. They confirmed that the physical Xbox One version is something he wants to do. Sorry. I mean, this is what creator Brendan, player unknown Green, said, I mean, this is what I want with Xbox. You get the box in stores, he said. It's going to be cool walking into a retailer and seeing my game in the store. It's not something I would imagine happening 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I would love to see a physical copy of the game. The thing is, I think if any developer wants to see a physical copy of their game, don't they?
Yeah.
It's their way of saying, oh yeah, we've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, it's the preview will come into Xbox preview later this year, which is a huge change from what they said beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep your eye out for that. Dragon Ball Fighter Z has now been given a release date.
Ooh.
And open beta has also been announced, mate.
Oh, we had a good time.
We did, yeah.
One a good match on it.
Oh, we had one match against each other, and then I got slaughtered.
Did you have two? Did you only have one, or did you have two?
Oh no, we had 2 matches, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got slaughtered by some guy, which he was a really nice guy, even though he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Namco dropped a whole bunch of Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z details on Monday the 23rd, confirming the release date, single player and multiplayer details, and announcing an open beta. So to start with, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is coming out sooner than we expected. It's coming out January the 26th for PC,
26th?
PS4, and Xbox One. Also, an open beta in the same month will be available for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Yep. Also, they confirmed 2 new characters that are going to be in the single player and multiplayer. Nappa! Yay! Nappa's going to be in the game! And Captain Ginyu is also going to be in the game. If people don't know those, they are from... Nappa is a Saiyan that came with Vegeta and is one of the best characters thanks to Team 4-Star. And Captain Ginyu is the captain of the Ginyu Force, which is Frieza's elite army, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're both going to be available in single player and multiplayer. That the game story will feature the link system, which allows players to embody different characters. The campaign is also comprised of 3 parts, each offering a different perspective and more details about the story. This includes the Super Warriors arc from the Saiyan perspective, the Super Villain arc from the enemy's perspective, and the Android arc from the perspective of the android. The mode is set to feature a tactical map where you can pick different options for each destination. This will also have an effect on fighting abilities in the fights to follow.
Yeah.
So Namco has revealed more details about the multiplayer mode too. In circle match mode, up to 8 players can go against one another. But what's interesting is that up to 4 fights can happen simultaneously. I like that. The world match lets you choose between typical, casual, and ranked, of course. And finally, a season pass has been announced, which brings 8 new characters to the roster. So pre-ordering any of the digital versions grants you early access to the January beta as well. And like we said, the game is going to come out PS4, PC, and Xbox One January the 26th. So I'm happy with that. Look, like I said, we both had the fun what we played of it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the online open beta for it as well. But
definitely,
that story, 3 separate stories and circle mode, that sounds really fun. You're fighting, but so are those lot over there.
Yeah.
I would love to see it that they're actually fighting in the background somewhere as well. That would be awesome. Next bit, original Xbox backwards compatibility launched today. Tuesday, on Xbox One with 13 games.
Yeah.
So, did you actually check if you could find any on store?
No, they're meant to be on the store, but like I said, like we were saying before, I went out and thought, you know what, I'll test it. When the 361's first one backwards compatible, I went out and brought Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
And that was when it went compatible on the preview program.
Yeah.
I went out and brought Mass Effect 1 on disc. And that cost me £2.50.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot
so
more now.
I thought I'll come in, and then I thought, you know what, this list got announced, I thought, you know what, a couple of games I wouldn't mind. I'd like to try it, see how it works. I thought,
So,
like of Black, and then I thought actually Star Wars.
let's talk
Knights,
about
Knights
what
of
games have actually
yeah,
been released for it first. So we've got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, we've got Ninja Gaiden Black, Crimson Skies High Road to Revenge, Fusion Frenzy, Prince of Persia The Sands of Time, Psychonauts, yay, Dead to Rights, Black. What's Black?
it was a first-person shooter.
Okay.
It's like really detailed for its time,
Oh,
like graphically.
I bet it looks like shit now.
Probably does.
Yeah, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Sid Meier's Pirates, Red Faction 2, Blood Rain 2, and King of Fighters Neo Wave.
Yeah. It's like I thought, like I said, I went looking around the shops in Middlesbrough, thinking I'll find one of these. But I thought Black wouldn't be that much if I could find it. And then, like I said, I was like, oh, one of them, I was like, oh, look, there's Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. And I took it off the shelf from the other thing. This was just in a little game shop near me that sells a lot of retro stuff.
Yeah.
It's where I buy my N64 games from. Went in there, oh, look, there it is. Took it off the shelf.
By the way, sorry, yeah, continue. I
like,
just saw the price.
£15 pre-owned.
I recommend you then buy it
for
digitally, mate.
game.
I do recommend you buy it digitally, because so first of all 13 games will all be enhanced to 1080p, with better frame rate and faster load times thanks to the increased power of the Xbox One. Also, they work the same way as the 360 did, so that means you will be able to insert the disc, you won't, and immediately start the download. But if you own the games digitally, they should automatically appear in your library, and also the games will also be available digitally for about $10 each. So I would say it'll be about £10.
About £8-9 probably.
I'd say about £10, knowing as you know what it's like. Our system works here. $10 equals £10 in Xbox terms. Yeah. Also, as IGN pointed out, most games run at full 3 aspect ratio as a result of their 480p, 480i resolutions. Yeah. Xbox One won't fix that, but everything should look sharper as you can. Well, basically, they should look sharper because of the systems.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I'm sure I read the Xbox One X is going to actually manage to put them across the 4K resolution.
How's that going to? Oh my god, it looks like Minecraft.
Speaking of Minecraft, I know we were touching it before. Their super duper graphics pack update.
Yeah.
I thought this is going to be like every game's getting enhanced for free.
This one's not.
Apart from Minecraft, you've got to pay $7.99.
Why would you pay $7.99 to just make things look a little bit prettier?
Yeah, the one that's going to look probably the shittest because of the way the game it is. Not the game.
Not saying the game looks bad. It looks brilliant. We love the game. Look at our logos at the bottom, mate. Our logos are bloody Minecraft characters.
But then you're like building up the likes of Forza's got a free update. I mean, that looked outstanding. And actually, you need to pay $7.99 to look at a few more blocks in 4K. Like,
I don't know. Well, I don't understand why. Someone's going to buy it anyway, mate. It's simple enough.
Yeah, people are going to buy it. Yeah. I'll probably end up buying it just because. Why not?
Next one I've got here: Final Fantasy XV's multiplayer expansion Comrades has been now delayed to early November. So, won't release until the multiplayer expansion for Final Fantasy 15 won't release on October the 31st as planned now. So look, we're getting multiplayer on Final Fantasy fucking 15. That's gonna be brilliant. I'm up for that. Who isn't? We get Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer.
Right. Okay. I've just gone on to see how much they're gonna cost.
Yeah.
On the Xbox app. And when I went to Knights of the Old Republic, it just gave me the option play on Xbox One.
Okay. Does it give you a price though?
No, that's what I thought. It wouldn't. And I clicked. It says play on Xbox One. No price. Let's have a look at Black. That could be a mistake trying to find that, wouldn't it? Because how many games have Black in the title? What other ones on Ninja Gaiden Black? Try that one.
Well, why are you doing that? Yeah, so it's saying that we're sorry for any inconvenience. This is about the Final Fantasy 15 thing. That is his cause, but as soon as we can confirm the new Final Fantasy 15 Comrades release date, we'll let you know. That was a tweet. So they haven't even given us an actual day when it's going to be released. All we know is that it's going to be released early November now instead, which is a story that broke early today as well. There was a Nintendo Direct today, which was all about Animal Crossing for mobiles, mobile phone version of Animal Crossing.
Alright, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it is. Well, that's saying it's going to be officially revealed. Where's the actual reveal? Am I on page 2? Yeah, I am. What if I can't find the fucking story? Where is it? There we go. Here we are. So it's called Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and it's going to be coming out in November. It's promised that it was going to be revealed this morning. It's a free-to-play game. It's due for release late November for Android and iOS, so it's both going to be coming out at the same time. As the name might suggest, Pocket Camp is a game where you build a campsite. The idea is to expand and improve it over time by buying furniture, adding amenities, and inviting other animals to hang out. The more an animal likes your camp, the more they'll visit, increasing their friendship level with you. The gameplay trailer, which is on here, showed different affinities towards the pieces of furniture depending on the animal. Speaking of furniture, it can be crafted with the help of the blacksmith and using crafting materials you receive from visiting other camps. So you can also use the finishing minigame to generate crafting materials. Being a free-to-play game, you'll be able to pay to speed up the building time or gain the resources and materials needed for crafting. This is done through leaf tickets, which can be bought with real-world money as well as earned in-game. So Animal Crossing Pocket Camp borrows elements and characters from other Animal Crossing games too. This can be seen in the real-time gameplay which they've got on here, and the return of Tom Nook. He's going to be there as well. Well, he's got to be there, hasn't he? Yeah, you can pre-register to play this game. All we know is that it's going to be coming out in November, so no actual date yet for it. So look, Animal Crossing on phones. God damn it, not them. That's going to be fun. What am I over here? What did I miss? Oh, yeah, another story while you're searching for that. Microsoft is no longer going to be manufacturing the Kinect.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah, so they've announced today that Microsoft's production of the Kinect motion control camera has now shut down. Speaking to Code Design, the company confirmed the only stock of Kinect available is at retail. Once the store sells out of stock, it says stick here, but I'm guessing it means stock, that will be the end of Kinect on the market. And Kinect arrived in the market in 2010. And improved version arrived 2013 with the Xbox One, where everybody hated it. So, yeah. To that. I've got a feeling that means they're going to be more focusing on the HoloLens now, isn't it? With this, they're probably going to move them over to that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, poor them. Deaf to that.
None of them on the app give the price. They all just say play on Xbox One.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be working the same way as the 360. Is that they won't tell you, but they say, look, it's here. You can buy it. A story we haven't heard from for a while. Metal Gear Survive. Yeah. You remember that?
I thought I fell into a wormhole full of zombies and fucked off.
well, it's now coming out on February, mate. It's actually been given a release date. So the first Metal Gear game, which is made after Hideo Kojima's departure, will be released on February the 20th in the US and February the 22nd in Europe. It was announced today. The game is initially revealed as a 2017 release, but Konami delayed it back in June. Why is this crossed out? Curiously, the banner released today only features PS4 and Xbox One logos, which is usually an indication that the PC version won't be arriving day and date with consoles. Why has that been crossed out? Konami have confirmed to Eurogamer afterwards that the PC version will revive on the same date. No, okay. Yeah, so there's a poster which says that pre-orders for the Day 1 Survival Pack bonus.
Is that like, you have to pre-order to make sure Konami survive? Is that the survival pack?
That's what it means, yeah.
You don't pre-order Wig
Yeah,
on.
so
Good.
this is what you get if you pre-order though in your Day 1 Survival bonus pack. It'll include shares into Konami. No, it won't. They include these 4 gold-plated weapons: a bat, a sledgehammer, survival machete, and survival spear. Oh, survival spear! It's like Minecraft. These things are going to break quite quickly.
And a T-shirt that says #Team Konami.
2 additional jesters. Oh wow, this is bad when this has got to be included in a pack. So there's 2 additional jesters, happy and thumbs up. 4 metallic survival scarves, green, blue, pink, and silver. I'm sold. A kabuki face paint and a mother-based nameplate and Boxman the orange accessory. Oh my god, just let it die!
Yeah. Just...
I don't know why they're still trying to do this. No. So either way, if people are interested in this Metal Gear Survive, it is coming out on the 22nd in Europe. So February the 22nd in Europe and February the 20th in the US.
So people are interested in it, I'd like to say...
Why?
Good luck with that crap.
You say that, we'll probably end up having to play it at least once, mate.
No.
No, actually, no, we won't. Konami doesn't like us.
even if Konami did email me and said, "Do you want to review this?" I'd be like,
no.
"Yeah."
I'll take it, but I want just understanding here that if you dare, try and flag my content again, you can fuck off.
You have it to review? No.
I think that's pretty much it, mate.
I'll just find a picture of a very discerning look on Kojima's face, and if they sent me a turn, do you want it? I just send that picture back.
Oh, why? Well, anyway, let's talk about the new releases of the week. Let's move away from this.
Let's move away from Konami quick.
Yeah, so let's start with games that came out on Tuesday, the 24th of October. Oh, actually, no, we can start all the way back from last week, because we missed last week, didn't we?
You sure you want to do that?
I am willing to, mate. There's not actually that many games, okay? So, I'm now confused. I'm looking in November for some weird reason. So here we are. So starting with Tuesday the 17th of October, I'm just going to go through these quickly. So we had South Park Fractured But Whole, WWE 2K18, The Invisible Hours, which came out on PS4 and VR and PC, by the way. Rogue Trooper Redux, NBA 2K18, and Alex. Then on Wednesday 18th of October, we had Gran Turismo Sport on the PS4. And Friday the 20th of October, we had Fire Emblem Warriors, The Inner World, The Last Wind Monk, and Lego Ninjago movie video game on the Switch. Now we can start on this week's. So Tuesday 24th of October, Road Rage on the Xbox One, PS4 and PC, digital only. The Mummy Demastered. Yeah. On the Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch and the PC. And of course Destiny 2 came out on the PC. Wednesday 25th of October, which is today. SingStar Celebration comes out on the PS4. We need to play that.
Yeah, they can't see on my view of the camera, but you probably can. Have you seen like all the little white boxes on the bottom shelf?
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, they can
SingStar.
actually see it on the camera. Yeah.
That's all SingStar.
That's all SingStar.
Yeah. On the PlayStation 2.
Holy shit! Are you waiting for that to go backwards compatible? Because you'd be waiting a long time, mate.
I still play it on my PlayStation 2.
You still play it. That's what you had to draw the line on, mate. You still play it.
Yeah, it can be a bit of SingStar, you know.
You can see it at Christmas, guys. I brought out the SingStar.
When you've got friends round, you can all little thing stuff music on Spotify.
That's a good
SingStar's
point.
where
Yeah,
it is
SingStar's the way.
when
I
everyone's
say that. The thing is, I remember my best times is playing Rock Band. Yeah. So anyway, Friday the 27th of October. So we've got Rugby 18 on the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Knights of Azure 2, Bride of the New Moon on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. Raiden 5, a Director's Cut on the PS4. Oh, this is a game you really want, mate. Just Dance 2018 on the Wii, 360,
Yes.
PS3, Wii U, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch.
Jesus Christ.
And these are the 3 top games. These are definitely going to be challenging for number 1 this week. Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
That is going to sell so many Switches if they're available. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus on the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I know Kev is really excited for that one, and you know what? I'm interested in it now as well after the series that we're doing. And Assassin's Creed Origins on the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I know a lot of people are excited about that one as well.
Like I said, I'm buying it now. I wasn't really, but I'm just hoping.
I'm hoping it's going to be good. I've got a feeling it's going to be good.
I played it at EGX and I wasn't massively taken by it, but that was due to a lot of jittery issues. But at the end of the day, it says at the bottom of the screen, you are playing the alpha version. You're not even playing the beta version.
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't even play it while it was at EGX.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's why I'm excited about Super Mario Odyssey. Unfortunately, I haven't got a Switch yet. But what I played from that was a ton of fun. Not really played a Mario game like that for a long time, and it's definitely worth.
It's going to be between Mario and Assassin's Creed.
I would say that. Unfortunately, I feel sorry for Wolfenstein coming out at this time of year, but at the same time, it's 3 different types of games.
Yeah,
you've got Wolfenstein, which is more of a gun. It is basically an all gun shooting kind of game. You've got Super Mario Odyssey, which is on one console, and if you've got a Switch, you will buy that game anyway.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people get a Switch just for that game. And Assassin's Creed Origins, it's more of a stealthy game, more of an open world type of situation with that one. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
I think Assassin's Creed might pip it just for the fact it's multi-console.
Can I just talk about something from next week? 2 games from next week, actually, which I've just noticed on here. So, you know me, I like my anime type of stuff, don't I?
Yeah.
I played a game on the PS2 called Dot Hack. I think I played the 3rd chapter of it or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't play the other 2, which was stupid. But I've just read here that there's a Dot Hack coming out next week on the PS4 on Friday the 3rd. But another game which is coming out Tuesday, October, on Halloween. Bubsy is returning, mate.
Yeah, Bubsy's returning. Yeah.
Why?
I know. Speaking about, and it's a good game. I'm not. Bubsy is the one that shouldn't be coming back. One thing I know you'll probably want, which I also want, with this Xbox compatible, Blinks has got to go on that.
Yes, I agree. Blinks needs to be back especially with the Xbox compatible stuff.
Yeah, it's made by them. Microsoft. It's a
Microsoft
published. It's a Microsoft published
game.
I
thought you meant by Bubsy. No, I'm thinking I didn't know that.
No, it's a Microsoft game.
Yeah, that needs to be back either way. The thing is, we'll beg for you guys, just bring that back. You've got to have the code somewhere for that. That was what I ended up getting that with my Xbox. So I want that back. Yeah. Talking about for next week, we're going to be talking about this hopefully a bit in next week's podcast. But it's going to be the Paris Game Week as well.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Now a lot of things we're excited about is that PlayStation have announced that they've got a lot of announcements that they're going to be doing there. What are the chances one of them is going to be about Spyro?
I suppose it could be.
Well, especially how well, or not just Spyro, Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
The thing is, Crash Bandicoot has done so well.
Yeah.
We cannot deny that the thing. I think it has had the longest at number 1 in the UK charts this year. So they've got to look at this. It has been a success. Simple enough. So well, anyway, we'll talk more about that next week.
Well, that was quick. You mentioned Crash.
Yeah.
I started a new job this week.
Okay.
And I stood there, it's like all these stupid things where they say, there's 20 people in my training group, introduce yourself. And you have to say facts about yourself that people didn't know. And I said, in my spare time, I play video games. I also write about them. And the trainer turned around and said to me, so have you played the new Crash Bandicoot? Like the remake of it? I went, yeah, of course you have. And she said, I'd never had any interest in any games console since the PlayStation 1. But as soon as I seen that was coming out, I went out and bought a PlayStation 4 just so I could play it again. I was like, so it shows that's just someone who's never gamed since the PlayStation 1, yeah.
The thing is, that's what it's done, though, hasn't it? It has brought a lot of people into gaming, and it's also brought that generation to a new generation of gamers as well, which that's why I loved about it, and I want to see that more often with platformers. In other words, look, hey, EA, another single-player game that worked. Anyway, UK charts, why I'm getting pissed off with EA. So, last time we was there, FIFA was at the top, weren't they?
Yeah.
Which most of us won't be surprised. So I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Right. So it's been a busy week for the new releases, with most major titles trying to avoid each other by releasing on different days, or simply launching early in the week in order to get good visibility as the week unfolds. Sony debut at number 1 with Gran Turismo Sport, launched on Wednesday the 18th of October, and this is the first outing on the PS4, with the original Gran Turismo launched on the PS1 back in 1998.
I've still got the original on my shelf there as well.
So what is that? That makes it 20 years old next year. I'm just saying, might be a good idea to do a special edition. And the last version was Gran Turismo 6 on the PS3 back in 2013. Yeah, so GT Sport has a better week 1 units than both of these, but it's nowhere near the series high of Gran Turismo 5, which was week 1, with its week 1 being over 3 times higher than Sport.
It'd been gone for a long time when I come out, hadn't it?
Yeah.
When 5 come out, to release like a paid for demo, didn't they?
Yeah, well, they did Prologue or something like that.
Yeah, Gran Turismo Prologue or something, yeah.
EA drops to number 2 with FIFA 18, having held the number 1 spot for 3 consecutive weeks. Much like last year's FIFA 17, it was knocked off number 1 by EA's own Battlefield 1 in the 42nd week of 2016. The 2 biggest of the 4 new releases from Tuesday 17th of October debuted at number 3 and 4. Debuting at number 3 is South Park Fractured But Whole, which matches week 1 sales units from its previous Stick of Truth back in 2014. Debuting at number 4, we have 2K and Take-Two's WWE 2K18. Sales units are down from last year's 4th format, 2K17, but revenue is actually higher thanks to the success of the £80 deluxe and the $129.99 collector's editions. Now, I ended up buying the deluxe version because of a lot of, be honest, that early play it so many days early does actually work. So from our midweek chart published on Wednesday the 18th, after 24 hours of sales of these 2 titles, it was actually WWE that was ahead of South Park in terms of units. But Ubisoft title went on to have comparatively high sales for the rest of the week due to WWE's greater percentage day 1 concentration. Nintendo's Friday the 20th release of Fire Emblem Warriors on the 3DS and Switch debut at number 16, and THQ Nordic's Alex for the PS4, Xbox One and PC debut at number 25, which was released on the Tuesday the 17th. The final new release in the top 40 was Rogue Troopers Redux at number 37, which also released on Tuesday the 17th. So, top 5. Down 3 places to number 5 is Middle Earth Shadow of More. Oh!
What's Grand Theft Auto gone out of it again?
Grand Theft Auto is down to 8th.
Whoa.
They went out last week.
Oh, Jesus.
I missed something there. So, down 3 places to number 5 is Middle Earth Shadow of War. New at number 4 is WWE 2K18. New at number 3 is South Park The Fractured But Whole. Down 1 place to number 2 is FIFA 18. And new at number 1 is Gran Turismo Sport. So, I'm going to say Assassin's Creed Origins is going to be number 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's for the fact that there's a bigger audience there for it to try and get.
Like I said, it's across multiple consoles. One of them's a PlayStation, which has got that many more sales than every other console at the moment.
But then again, I still think Mario Odyssey will be second.
I think it'll be second, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's I think it's going to be depending on how many Switches are available as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, so we are coming to the end. Let's do our usual bits and pieces. Well, do we have any bits and pieces? Well, you've got your Nights of Horror on Thursday.
Yeah, Nights of Horror tomorrow.
Yeah, but this comes out on Friday, so.
Oh yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Nights of Horror has been done. It's probably going to be coming out at the same time this comes out anyway, so go and watch that. I think, it depends when I get the. Don't edit it. Just send it over once it's done. All right. That's our plan. What we're doing with the Nights of Horror stuff.
I'll just download it from Twitch, and then actually I won't need to download it from Twitch because it'll be recorded as I'm doing it anyway through OBS.
Yeah, so you might as well send it over. Yeah, but so you can catch Tattastic's Nights of Horror VR Nightmare. What game are you going to be doing? Have you decided now?
Narcosis,
which hopefully will be less sickening.
Underwater horror game.
Oh God, it's Soma all over again.
Yeah, I've after that debacle with that one on yesterday I played about half an hour of Narcosis, and in half an hour I felt fine.
It's like an anti-sickness effect.
It's played sat down, because it just played with the controller, not the Vive ones.
Yeah.
But
with me, you can catch Tattastic, of course. Everything is Tattastic Gamer. So Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, and .com.
Mm-hmm.
With me, my Nights of Horror, of course, is on the 30th. I'm going to be doing Outlast 2. I'm so looking forward to this. You can catch me when I'm doing that. But other ones that, of course, like we said, coming up, we have Kev with Evil Within 2 on Saturday. We have Jackbox Party Pack 3 on the Sunday. And on Tuesday, on Halloween itself, we are going to be doing Dead by Daylight. So you can always catch those at twitch.tv/GDW2007. The ones I'm controlling, so the Jackbox, the Dead by Daylight, and my video, of course, you can find those at mixer.com/CraveYourGame and youtube.com/CraveYourGames. Talk about youtube.com/CraveYourGames. Videos we recommend.
I'll definitely say the Nights of Horror for Monsters Day Monster.
You're going with Monster Seeking. It was going with the Jackbox Party Pack 4 Nights of Horror.
Yeah.
That came out today. I'm going more with one that isn't Nights of Horror. I'm going to go with... go and watch the GTA episode that we put out this week. Where we've basically discovered Ryanisms. But also, if people have noticed, we have cut down a little bit on the videos that are coming out. At the moment, we feel like it's getting a little bit over the top, so expect a few less videos coming out. So we are still trying to put out a video every day for you guys. So, anyway, Of course, cravethegame.proboards.com as well. Join us there if you want to join a friendly gaming community. And craveyourgame.wordpress.com for the audio version of the podcast. That is it. I think that's everything, isn't it, mate?
Yes, it is.
So I hope you guys enjoyed Nights of Horror. I hope you guys enjoy Halloween as well. We will be back with the podcast on November the 1st. Yay! Where we will hopefully have some news about PlayStation when that comes out as well. So, Tattastic, thank you for joining me again, mate. I swear that Slenderman picture's moved.
My Slenderman picture?
No,
Slenderman picture.
No, the Slenderman picture underneath.
Oh, from the...
Yeah. I swear he was on the right-hand side near you.
It's going to find you. It's going to get you.
Oh shit! It's not done. I don't want him near me, man. I don't trust him. Oh, he's moved over to near you, mate.
A magic touch of a button.
Oh, magic touch of a button, man. Oh, so thank you everyone for joining us.
Yep.
We're going to go before Slenderman gets us. Until then, thank you and goodbye, everybody. Bye.